ACT reading. Yeah, when I started it, I was doing really shit. I got like a 28 on my first practice one because I was running out of time. But then, gotta get this technique because reading and science are all about pacing. Okay, so about reading and pacing. Got 35 minutes for four passages, right? Which means you average to 8 minutes and 45 seconds per passage. However, you don't want to go exactly 8 minutes 45 seconds. So you're supposed to take around. You want to try to be about 8 minutes per passage, so that you have like a minute or two to check. Okay, so what I do is you have to practice enough so that, again, gotta read fast enough so that you can finish the passage at around 3 minutes, and then you'll have 5 minutes or like around 3.5 minutes reading this. But make sure you don't skip any lines, and make sure when you're reading, don't lose focus and know exactly what they're saying and exactly where whatever details are. You gotta remember those things. So then you'll have 5 minutes to look at these questions. Some of them are easy. Some of them, well, first of all, this isn't like SAT. These are all straightforward questions. It's all about seeing how fast you can read while remembering details. So then, like some of these are pretty easy, general, as long as you understand it. Some of them, they ask for details, which is why when you read, you gotta remember where general ideas are in the passage. So again, most important thing about reading is you read fast enough to understand everything what they're saying, but then not slow enough so that you won't finish this at around 3.5 minutes. But I mean, that's what I did. You can do whatever you want to split up the time between reading and questions. Yeah, mine was just 3.5 and 4.5. But then it doesn't matter as long as you finish all 10 questions of each passage at around 8 minutes. Yeah, and generally speaking, the prose fiction one is the hardest to understand because it's like a shitty English book. Social science is not bad because it's just history, humanities. It's not too bad, and then natural science is the easiest one. But yeah, also one mistake I did before was when I couldn't find the answer to one, I just got stuck on that question and I got frustrated with it and I kept trying to find it, and then not only did I get that question wrong, I got like 20 more questions wrong later because because I ran out of time. However, if there's a question like all of these except or whatever, or some small ass detail that you don't remember where it is, just guess based on what you remember, and then circle that question. Because if you average 8 minutes per section, you'll have around 3 minutes to go back to those detailed questions, and you'll be able to find the details. Yeah, that's what. So I'll go over the rules again. Rule number 1: 8 minutes per passage. Right. 8 minutes per passage. You can split up or do practice and then find which time split is best for you. My time split was 3.5 and 4.5 for 3.5 for reading, 4.5 for questions. Rule number 2: don't get stuck on one question, because if you'll probably get that question wrong anyways, or if you do you'll most likely run out of time to get the easy questions. You'll run out of time at the end. Yeah. So those are two rules.